Hello everyone. Let us continue with the problems related to the ANSYS. So let us start with the analysis of thermal problems. So we have a composite wall here consisting of three walls of three different materials. Thermal conductivity of the first wall is 200 watts per meter degree centigrade. Second wall is 150 watts per meter degree centigrade. And third wall is 400 watts per meter degree centigrade. And the temperature which is specified at the left end is that is inner surface is 300 degrees centigrade and outer surface is 100 degrees centigrade. The length of the first wall is 0.1 meter, second wall is 0.15 meter, and third wall is 0.2 meter. Area of all the three walls is 1 meter square. So try to solve this problem by the answers. So let us take the answers, which is sorry. Right. Preference. It is a thermal problem. Say OK. Preprocessor element type added delete add. So we have to choose the link element 2D conduction 32. So it is one dimensional element again. Real constant added delete add. OK. So the area of the complete three wall is 1 meter square. So I have defined one real constant. Material properties, material models. So here we have the uh, which is a thermal conductivity isotropic. So the kx value for the first element is that is thermal conductivity is 200 watts per meter degree centigrade, and the second element is having the value of 150 watts per meter degree centigrade, and the third element is uh, sorry. So the third element is having the conductivity of 400 watts per meter degree centigrade. So close this. So I have defined three material models which may not be seen in the video, hopefully. So we have to choose the material model and material properties in terms of thermal properties. It is material models, thermal, conductivity, isotropic. So I have defined the three such properties here. Three such properties in terms of material number one, material number two, and material number three. So next is about modeling, create nodes in active coordinate system. So I have to create the four nodes, node 1 at 0, 0, apply. Node number 2, it is at a distance of say 0.1 meter, 0.1 meter, say apply. And node number 3, which is at a distance of 0.1 plus 1.15, so plus of 0.15, I will type here. So node number 4, which is at a distance of plus of 0.2, plus of 0.2, say okay. So four nodes I have created. So element auto numbered through nodes, select 1 2, say apply, 2 3, apply, and 3 4, say okay. So we have the specified temperatures. So loads, define loads, apply thermal temperature. So the temperature is specified at node number 1, which is having the temperature value and which is having the value of 300 degrees centigrade. So 300, apply. And at node number 4, it is given as 100 degrees centigrade. Say okay. So I have defined temperature at node 1 and node 4, which are specified in the problem. So I have to find out the temperature value at node number 2 and 3. So these are the simple thermal problems. So we can solve this particular problem. Its preprocessor part is completed. So solve current load setup problem. So solution is done. Now go to the general post processor. So here, mm, list results. Sorry, before this I will plot results and nodal solution, nodal temperature values. So the temperature values are here. So list results, nodal solution, nodal temperature values. So these are the things which we want in solving these problems. So node 1 I have specified it as 300, node 4 as 100. So at node number 2 and 3, these are the temperature values, right? So this is one problem. uh, Other thermal problem I will just continue with in this lecture only. So let us solve another problem, which is okay. Just a minute. So I will just open the one more problem related to this thermal analysis. So one problem I have solved, which is one-dimensional element. So for that particular problem, we can directly solve by taking it as a link element, and we can define the its thermal conductivity values, or conductivity values of element 1, element 2, element 3, and we can solve such simple problems with the help of ANSYS by choosing it as one dimensional element. So let us try to solve other problems. So I will choose the problem, other problem. So this is of a plain wall uh, having the thickness of 0.01 meter, and it is a volume element actually. So having size of 1 meter by 1 meter, its left side and right side temperatures are specified, and it is having the end convection at the bottom side, having the H value, which is the coefficient of convective heat transfer coefficient of 1200 watts per meter square degree centigrade, and bulk temperature as 300 degree centigrade. So the topmost side, it is completely isolated or insulated. So insulated, for this the convective heat transfer coefficient is 0, and bulk temperature is also equals to 0. So we have to solve this problem with the help of ANSYS, or we have to find out the temperature distribution in this particular wall. So this is the problem I want to discuss now. So let us go to ANSYS. So choose thermal analysis, that is preference, thermal, okay. Preprocessor, element type, added a delete. So I will choose it as solid quad 4 node 55 element, say close. Now I will go to the element type only, added a delete. So I will select an option here, option here in case of element type only. So after defining this, or before defining this also, you can choose option. So the element behavior K3, it is not a plane element, but plane with the thickness we have of 0.01 meter. So I will choose it as K3 as plane thickness, say OK and close. Now go to the real constant, add a delete, add the OK. The thickness value is 0.01 meter, say OK. Now go to the material properties, material models. So thermal, conductivity, isotropic. So we have to define the conduction value, which is 8 watts per meter degree centigrade, say OK and close. Now go to the modeling, create. So I will going to create an area element of rectangular size by center and corner. So we have the width as total width as 1 meter and height as 1 meter. So I will choose here 500, sorry, zero point 0.5 meter, zero point 0.5 meter as width, and 0.5 meter as height from the center. So this is the total dimension. So zero point 0.5 from the center and corner, it is 0.5, 0.5. So with this dimension, we can create the rectangle. or square of 1 meter by 1 meter. Now, as I have considered a solid element having thickness of 0.01 meter and size of 1 meter by 1 meter, we do not have any elements and nodes in it. So in order to have that, we have to go for meshing. So let us choose the mesh tool. So I will choose a smart size to say mesh. Click on the solid element, say OK. So now you can see there are number of nodes and number of elements which are divided for this particular element. Next, we have to define the loads, apply loads, thermal loads. So here on lines, so that is a left surface, that is inner surface and outer surface, we have a defined temperature. We have defined a temperature of 600 degrees centigrade. So type here 600, say OK. And we also know that there is convective heat transfer coefficient which is taking place on the bottom surface, that is on lines. So choose the bottom surface, say OK, and its film coefficient is 1200 watts. That is convective heat transfer coefficient is nothing but the film coefficient of 1200 watts per meter square degree centigrade, and bulk temperature is 300 degrees centigrade. Say OK. And on the top surface, the values are equals to 0, 0, that is film thickness is 0 and bulk temperature is 0. Say OK. Now, I will going to solve this particular problem by taking the solution, solve current load setup problem, say OK, solution is done. Now our intention is to note only the temperature distribution, that is plot results, that is nodal solution, temperature distribution, that is nodal temperature of this particular problem. So students need to have this sketch, and the minimum temperature is 157.839 degrees centigrade and the maximum temperature which is 600 degrees centigrade. So this is the analysis of a plane wall with the thickness for thermal analysis. So thank you for watching this video. You can solve such problems even if they are having some different boundary conditions. So thank you everyone. Thank you very much.